Hello and welcome in another episode of Derail Valley, where I'm doing my best to drive virtual locomotives without causing major disaster. Or do I? Anyway, before we begin, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already and follow up with bell button to turn on the notifications and stay up to date with my latest content. So, welcome back after a week of waiting. I hope that you had a great week. Mine was indeed pretty good. I hope so, at least. Anyway, it is now time. Yes, it is time to return to Derail Valley. So, just to do a quick recap on what we did last time, we managed to steal some iron ore hoppers from iron ore mine. We also managed to deliver actual one transport of such, which made our consist quite large. Unfortunately, my boss wasn't super happy about stealing those hoppers. Anyway, I haven't got punished for that anyway at all. Right, so what's our goals for today? So as you can probably see on your screens right about now, we are standing on a siding in front of our faithful locomotive. And she definitely needs some drink and more coal, and that's what we are going to start from. I won't be doing commentary while moving around the siding. I will probably speed up the video. So I will show you all the maneuverings to get to repair station. I will repair my locomotive. Probably I will return to do some commentary out there. And then we will set ourselves up for another task. And I'm hoping to deliver all those rails that can be found on this siding and on this siding, which would make quite interesting consist. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so here we are approaching repair shed or service shed. I just need to pull the loco in. So let me just slow down a little bit because we are going a bit fast. Yeah, that's a good speed. We need to pretty much get all the way in. If we won't get far enough. There we go. We should now, yes, we are far enough. So we can now kill the fire. Okay, fire should be out. Yes, it is. Fantastic. We can fill in water. It is very important. If we do that now, the water that we will refill into, how do we call that? Into that hopper behind us, or how is it called? I always keep forgetting. Into tender. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So tender will hold our water, and it will hold our coal, obviously. So we are pretty okay on coal, but as you can see, we are very, very low on water. That's something I need to work on, definitely. So water usage is on my bad side. I used way too much water, considering that I just did one route. Anyway, in order to refill it, you just need to pull that lever. It's, well, it's much easier to do. Oh, come on, you. There we go. It's much easier to do when you are playing on VR. On PC, there are some issues with those levers, so you need to like find a way how to pull them. If you use mouse wheel to pull them, it will just jump back after a second. So all you have to do is to fill it in. So obviously those half wheels are showing how much you have and how much you have to fill in. Same goes to wheels and engine. Unfortunately, in order to fix wheels and engine, I would have to pull back by just a touch. Right, but we need to start from fuel. Okay. In fact, I can just leave it. Anyway, I will now pay for it. So obviously you need your wallet. You need to put the money into cash register, and there we go. It's now all filled in. So as you can see, well, we probably can't see it. Oh, there we go. There is our coal. And we can also check our water level, which now should be filled into the brim. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, right. We need to reverse a little bit, unfortunately. So again, we need to put a fire in. Come on. Oh, wrong button. There we go. We might put 1 or 2 shovels of coal. We still have some steam in the system, so in fact we could even, you know what, let's kill the fire and let's use the steam that we currently have. Come on. There we go. Now, as you can see, all those indicators changed. So now I can focus on fixing wheels, bodywork, and refilling sand. So I haven't used any sand. I haven't damaged the body, but wheels took a little bit of a damage. It's not much, but considering how little we are getting paid for our work, that $152 is actual quite a lot of money. So I can now bring my wallet in and pay for that as well. And that's our locomotive pretty much serviced. Right. Now I can go to the station office and make sure I can clear all my fees that are still remaining, because there still are some. So L89, I think it was a locomotive that I left in iron ore mine. And unfortunately, I still need to pay it. And why I need to pay it? Well, it's very simple. Because apart from fixing this locomotive, in order to take both tasks for those rails, I will need another license, and in order to obtain that, I need to clear my fees. So one remaining fee for this locomotive, which I've just serviced, are emissions, 595. So that's something that I'm going to pay right now. So once more, my wallet out, there we go. It's all paid, and we still have $15,000 and one remaining fee for the hopper, $111, and that is for that one. That is literally that one shovel of coal that I just used. Oh my goodness me! Right, I am going to pay that because there is no point to actually not do so. Okay, all fees paid. So now we can go to the licenses and we can obtain concurrent jobs 1 license. So let's bring our wallet. There we go. Now we can accept 2 jobs at once. Okay, so that is pretty much it for when it comes to servicing. I'll be back with you when I will line up these 2 tasks for our today's transport. Okay, and here we are. We finally managed to pull into our consist. I will just refill the water before I will check if the one behind me is the one that I need to pick up. It most likely is. I just need to verify if all the wagons and all that stuff belongs to this task, so that I won't take any more tasks that I'm not supposed to. Okay, anyway, I need to find... Okay, that should be the first one. And I think that's gonna be this job. FH002. Yes, that's the one. And that's the one. Okay, fantastic, that's the one. Yeah. I think all of them should be here. I think. Right. That's the one, perfectly fine. And that's the one. Okay, so now I can... Oops, my mistake. Now I can hide this paper. Connect those wagons. Where is that? That is 14 already. Oh, that is the one. Right, so now I can connect those wagons. There we go. Connect the brake pipe. There we go, and the consist is officially ready to go. All I need to do now is to accept those tasks. So I will be back with you in just a second. So we are almost ready to go. I will open the water valve to fill it in. In fact, I will just fill it in rapidly. Let's release the brakes. And let's start rolling. It's gonna take a bit more power to do so, because right now we almost have 1,000 tons worth of cargo again. Let me just finish filling up the water. There we go. As first part of our journey is going uphill, it is best to shovel up some extra coal. And now let's try to get some inertia, which we are going to need to climb up this hill. So we will definitely need some extra power here. Right, so we can also check station map as we are starting. Let's set it up for, that's good, factory. Harbor, siding, G, 5I, it's the first to our right, fantastic, and siding G, okay, so that's the siding which we are pretty familiar with. We should be okay with that. Right, let's try to give it a little bit more power, because as we are climbing uphill, it's not going to be that easy to do it. We are definitely going to use a lot of coal, a lot of steam. As you can see, water is going down pretty rapidly. So let's give it a little bit more water. Let's open the regulator a little bit more. We are almost at 30 kilometers per hour, but there is a high hill again. This climb is not going to be that easy as it sounds. Okay, we just passed the first junction. All the junctions, if I remember correctly, should be set, because last time we did that route, we were going towards, what is this one? I think it's farm. So apart from this one junction that we've just crossed, and we've switched it as we were passing, there shouldn't be any other junctions that are on our way. So all we have to do is to climb up this hill, and as you can see, we are rapidly losing power. We need to add more and more as we go, which is definitely going to affect our steam generation. which requires me to open the vents and generate much more steam than I'm doing so. So again, I need to shovel some more coal to keep that temperature high, and it's still not enough to generate enough steam, and we are barely hitting 30 kilometers per hour. So as you can see, that hill can be real killer. We should be alright. Our steam generation is just cutting it. I can eventually try to speed up a little bit. Can I? Yes, I can. Good. Okay, we should be alright. I will just double check the junction. Yes, the junction is set. Let's close the vents for now, so we can regenerate some steam. Let's shovel up some more. And let's keep an eye on those speed limits, because oh. We are definitely going a bit too fast. That was a bit scary. I can open the water. New speed limit is 80. So we can give it a touch more on the accelerator or reverser or whatever. Anyway, we are going there. Water is filling up. Let's now observe how we are doing. Okay, we can give it a bit more speed. Let's save up as much time as we can by going fast, because later on when we hit that peak there are a bit harsher speed limits, so we can't go as fast as we are going right now. So we are now hitting 70. We should be okay. At least for now. Let's hit it on the reverser. New speed limit is 90, so I can let it coast, which will let me regenerate some steam. And let's observe those speed limits, because they are going to drop, and when they do, I better have my brakes ready. So while I can open it up. New speed limit 60, we are at speed limit, so I will give it like 3 more shovels. And we are okay with the speed. Another speed limit 80. I'm not going to speed up to try to catch it, because there we go. Again, it's dropping down to 60, and we are at 58 right now, which is putting us exactly where we want to be. We need to remember that we are heavy on load, and it's gonna take a lot of time to stop. So we need to be ready at all times. For now, everything seems to be perfectly fine. I will just go to the other side, open the water valve so we can refill the water in the boiler. And we can carry on. New speed limit 50. And that's the time to start. Ooh, that was too rapid. Okay. But that's actually good. I slowed down a little bit more than I had to. New speed limit 80, but we are going downhill, so the train will push us forward, especially now that the brakes are released. We managed to generate a lot of steam. The new speed limit ahead is 50, so I need to keep an eye on our speed. It is going up. I can use locomotive brake to keep it at appropriate level. There we go. I am just slightly braking. We are still at 50 and we are still going downhill. Right, water is full. Okay, again speed limit 40. We are just above it. We should be okay. But just in case, I am still taking this turn with my brakes on, so that the train won't push me faster. Again, speed limit 70. I can keep up my brakes until my train will pass that sign. Yeah, I don't want to speed up above 40. The train hit even ground, I can release the brake. We do have some water. New speed limit 60. We are doing perfectly okay. We need to remember to keep an eye on the junctions. They should be set correctly, because that's what I did last time. I've set them up when I've been traveling the other direction. But the train is picking up speed again as I released the brakes. I need to watch out on that, because speed limits will go down. I am above 40. Now it's 60. Okay, temperature went down. I engaged locomotive brake to keep my speed in check while I shovel in some coal. There we go. I don't want to go above 40 at this moment, because I'm about to approach another junction. Let me just quickly check world map. We are where we are. Oh yeah, we are about to hit some heavy turns. Right, I can now release the brakes, add some extra water as I go across the locomotive to check the other side. We are going to negotiate right turn. That is going to be pretty tough, and I think there was a pretty rough speed limit right now. Again, I am slowing down, and that was a good decision and good memory of mine. 40 speed limit, we are just passing it. And again, we are going downhill, so I can keep locomotive brake slightly engaged. In fact, yeah, I will keep it lightly engaged so that my locomotive won't rapidly start speeding up when we hit that gradient. And now I can keep an eye on further speed limits. Yes, they are going down. It's 70 now, and I need to be ready. Where's my comms radio? Yeah, I need to get that ready. There is 50 speed limit, and I think that's the sign telling me that we are about to hit a junction. And I think this junction had some rough speed limit there. I am still using locomotive brake to just slow down the entire consist, and the next switch is set to turn us left, which is exactly where we want to turn, and the speed limit on the junction is 40. So I'm going to fully engage locomotive brake and slightly hold on a train brake. I will now release loco brake and still keep train brake on hold so that we can go through this junction. There we go. We are still holding on the train brake. I do want to slow down because I have a huge blind spot in front of me and there is another junction coming. I'm not sure what's the speed limit for this one, but the turn is rough. I would like to slow down a bit. Right, again we are going downhill. I can release the brakes, but I need to keep my speed in check. We are speeding up. Speed limit here is 40. I am at 30, but we are going downhill. So again, I will engage locomotive brake just to hold my speed. I need to add some more coal to the boiler so that I can keep going. I need to turn on the water because we are going down on the water. And again, fully engaged loco brake. Is the consist pushing me? Well, it is. It is not exactly safe. I am definitely using a lot of braking power, so I will switch to train brake on light hold. There we go. We are now holding our speed more or less. But I'm approaching the station, and from what I remember, the station had some rough speed limit at the very entrance, so we need to keep that in mind. I don't want to go above 40, but I am getting close to that. I might give it a touch. Yes, there is a 40 speed limit, but the first junction is set to turn us to the left. So I will now keep my speed in hold as I am. Oops, that was a bad placement of mine. And there we are. We've just entered the station and our speed dropped down to 30, 20. Okay, I can now release the brake. I can turn the reverser full forward. And now I can slowly navigate through the station. Okay, let's let the brakes to release. There we go. Okay, we are here. And as far as I remember, everything went to the same junction, to the same siding in fact. G5I. Let's just check the station map. Siding G. So the first one will be left, right, left, and then right. I can turn on the accelerator. Finally we can use some of the engine power instead of just coasting the engine all the time. And we are now approaching our destination. We shouldn't be going too fast. 20 kilometers per hour is sufficient, especially that we got somewhat long train behind us, and part of it is definitely still passing through a 20 kilometer zone. We need to keep an eye on the switches, because if I remember correctly, they might not be switched exactly as we want them. So I will keep that in check. And we are about to get ready to stop. Right, so I can already see that this junction is taking us to the wrong place. As for this next junction, it is set correctly, and the junction right behind it also looks that it's set as it should be. Is it? Yes, it is. So it's only junction at the siding G that we need to worry about right now. We are moving at about 17 kilometers per hour speed, which is good. Oops, wrong button. Okay, everything is alright. Temperature in the boiler is going down, but there's nothing to worry about. We are doing perfectly fine, and as you can see, our consist is very long. I hope we are having enough space on this siding to actually fit entire consist, and I also hope that there is no obstacles on our way, which is one of my fears. Right, technically speed limit is 60, but there's no point moving faster than 20 on the siding. I can give it a push more or a touch more. Okay, speed is 30 right now, which is normal for every siding. So I now need to use my magical wand. Okay, and it's all set. Wow. G5I, that's this one, and yeah, we are all nice and set. So all we need to do is to park our locomotive on this siding, and we are just doing that. Okay, let's pour some more water into the boiler. I don't need any more fire in it, so in fact I can let it burn off. All I need to do is to have some steam generated so I can still move. Okay, boiler is filled, and the consist is moving nicely onto this siding. Hopefully I can fit it all. Well, it is very long, I'm not going to lie, but we should be a-okay. Oh my goodness. I've fallen off my own locomotive. Oh dear. Oh, you plonker. Right. We're almost there. I can already see last wagon to pull in to the siding. There we go. And we are about to hit the end of this siding ourselves. So is this train already in? We're almost there. Right. We can now stop it. There we go. And as we are here anyway, I hope it's not too far. We can now shut the valves and unplug this bad boy. There we go. We can now use this hook. There we go. Disconnect that. And we are all set. Well, the locomotive is not exactly safest, well, parked in the safest way. we can eventually take some extra precautions and make sure it's safe. We don't have to. Not that. Oh, okay. It's not gonna be easy to push it. Because in all my awesomeness, can I push this consist? It's not gonna be easy. I'm now pushing a consist that has its brakes engaged. But I should be able to do so. Come on, Loco, you can do it. Just a bit more. Right. I can help it up. There we go. Now the brakes are released, I'm sure about that. And yeah, we managed to hide ourselves within the junction. We can leave it like that. This thing disconnected. I don't want to lose any more steam. There we go. And now we can rush into the station office. There we go. We are at the station office and let's check if we actually made it. 25 minutes. That's a good time. Right. And no, and we need this job. 02, and that's also 25 minutes. 5 minutes before actual job completion. With a bonus time, so we eventually got it. Good. Environmental damage is non-existent. We haven't damaged any property. Everything is nice, fine and dandy. And that is today's mission done. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.